Whenever someone brings up the topic cool cars from the 1980s, there's a few cars that come to mind. Porsche 930 Turbo, Lamborghini Countach, and this, the Saab 900 Turbo. And today I'm behind the wheel of one. I'm Max Atavani, and welcome to a very Swedish Driven Plus. The 900 was actually born in 1978 and it had a very long production run of 16 years, ending production in 1994. And it was Saab's most successful model ever, producing over 900,000 of these worldwide, and that included the convertible, the 5-door and even the 3-door. Now this model here is called the Saab 900 Turbo Carlsson. And it gets the word Carlsson from the Swedish rally driver Erik Carlsson, who raced for Saab, won numerous races. And arguably the Carlsson is the most desirable 900 model. Saab only made 200 per year from 1990 to 1992, only for the UK market. This one right here is a 1990 model, so it's a very early one. Most Carlsson models were offered in the red, white or black, but during 1992, during the last months of production, Saab offered them in any colour. So therefore, if you see a Carlsson in other than the red, white or black, she's a rare one. Now, one cool thing about this car is the way the bonnet opens. It doesn't open your normal way like any conventional car does. It comes all the way out, and then you have to lift it up like that, which is it's pretty cool, isn't it? And under here sits a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Notice anything different? Yes, that's the way it's sat longitudinally, which is rare for its drivetrain. And this, because this is a Carlsson, it produces 185 horsepower, 10 horsepower more, thanks to this. And it's a red box, or APC, and it has around 270 newton meters of torque, top speed 131 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 time of 8 seconds. Moving on to the interior of the car, now considering this is 35 years old, one thing which is apparent is the build quality, which is probably largely thanks to it being built by aircraft engineers. But because this is the Carlsson, you've got a few things, such as the signed Erik Carlsson steering wheel, it's Momo, which is cool, and I love the fact you get a Scania badge on there as well. You've got this sunroof as well, which came standard. But the overall layout is very nice. You know, use of materials is good. The way it's aged over 35 years is very well. You've got the glove box there with the 900, and behind them is the instrument cluster there with your quartz clock, and you've got your turbo gauge as well. Seats are really comfortable. Cool fact about these seats is that they're automatically heated. They are heated seats, and they automatically kick in at around 6 degrees, which is pretty cool for a 1990 car. But another safety feature about this car is the fact of where the ignition sits. Now, most Saab owners will know this, but for those who don't, the ignition is situated in the middle of the centre console, and this is because if you're ever in the event of an accident, you do not bang your leg into the key. So there you go. Now, the 900 featured these vents here. Now, because the boot is so big, when you close it, it created such a vacuum that if you didn't have those vents, it would essentially break all the glass. Now, on the rear here, it's finished off in this beautiful red with this whale tail spoiler. Things you get with this Carlsson, obviously the Carlsson badge, these decals here, and the twin exhaust. So, Bernie, let's hear what this car sounds like. Bit more, a bit more. And the suspension sits a little lower as well. And here we have the original aero alloys. It doesn't get much more retro than these bad boys. And because it sits a little lower, it handles better as well. It's got thicker anti-roll bars as well, which helps with cornering. And I have to say, through these bends here, it possesses itself so nicely on the road. It's fun. The manual gearbox is an absolute dream to work with as well. It goes through the gears with ease. It's very fluid to use, so I'm a big fan of that. Now, going back before when I said the Carlsson model's got the upgraded power, therefore it needed an upgraded gearbox. So all Carlsson models came with an upgraded gearbox, and it was called the Type 8. And when you combine it with its front-wheel drive layout, yeah, it's just a seriously fun car to drive. The driving position is really engaging as well. You feel snug, you feel as if the car has been built around you, which is probably thanks to this curved windscreen here. That definitely adds to that feeling. Driven Plus is more than just YouTube car reviews. We do European tours and UK tours, and you can book on and explore places like here. And even places like here, jaw-dropping mountain passes. And places like here, Monaco. So if you'd like to join us on a trip of a lifetime, head over to our website now to book on your next adventure. But for now, let's get back to the video. The 900 as a whole was revolutionary for the car industry. It was the first ever car to feature a cabin air filter. Nowadays, that's normal. We don't even think about it. But back then, it was a pretty big deal. And I really do think it's a big shame Saab is not with us in the car industry anymore. They certainly made interesting cars, such as this, the 900, and even its successor, the 93. So what's it like to drive a 35-year-old Saab 900 Turbo? Well, I'll describe it in one word, and this word will not surprise you. Solid, yeah. The engine still pulls massively strong. There's no knocks going on. It's built so well, and it's probably going to outlive me. And if I was to be honest, before I did this review, before I started doing my research, I didn't know the Carlsson even existed. And the fact that they're super rare, especially being in the UK, I think there's like 2 registered or 2 licensed to be on the roads. So the fact that I'm driving one of them is a real honour, and I have to be massively thankful to Bernie for letting me get a review on this cool car, really cool car. So thank you, Bernie. And if you enjoyed watching this video on this really cool retro car from the 1990, then leave a like on this video, subscribe to our channel for more content, and we'll see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.